Hey guys, what's going on? Matthew or MP Bricks here, and today we're going to be taking a look at set number 70129, Lavertus's Twin Blade. This set originally came with 152 pieces, 2 minifigures, and retailed for $19.99 in the United States. But with all that said, let's jump right into this review. Starting off with, of course, the main build here. This is Lavertus's Twin Blade itself, and I just gotta say, this thing is very lackluster compared to what it was in the show. There was a whole cargo bay and everything. I just wish they had done this much, much larger. Uh, it was definitely lacking for the size of the set, the size of set slot that it was given, basically. Up here you've got some nice like engine detailing and some nice sticker detailing. Looks fantastic. You've got the mane of the lion going back, of course. I will say now that this has fallen off that yes, that was a problem, at least for me personally. You got some nice blue fire there, and I love what they did with the eyes there. Those look fantastic. Just really invokes the lion face to me. Back in the middle here, you can see those nice slopes there with some little rotary pieces there, which is kind of redundant because you've got these two and then you've got those two. I don't know what those do. You've got a little seat there, which we can actually go ahead and grab our Lavertus minifigure, and we'll throw him right on in there. I'm not really going to connect his hands to the little handlebars, but of course you have that option there. Then you've got a clip back here, which I have no idea what that's for. I believe it's with this function because you don't want this piece to go too far up and like lift out. But I don't know. It always kind of confused me as a kid. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for, though. And then I guess moving into the function of this, you've got this bar here, which you can go ahead and press down on, and it will spin both blades at that nice angle. However, it makes the worst sound ever. You hear that? That clicking as it comes up, because the little gear is spinning against these teeth pieces. So that's really annoying to me personally. I love how they did it. They built sideways with this little section of plates there and then had a rubber band along the bottom to allow it to come back up like that. So a pretty cool build for the function there, and then just like a little thing out the back. It's basically just a big handle. And I like it as a playset, but I wish it was like it was in the show. I wish we could have gotten that. You know, it's not the worst thing ever. It certainly is a really cool build, and I really like it. However, I just wish it was more like the show. I know that's not really the purpose of every playset ever, but yeah, this one's a bit lacking to me, especially with the back section back there. But now let's get on to the minifigures. Here are the two minifigures included in this set. We have Lavertus and Scudder. Starting off with Lavertus, he's got great detailing, which again is sadly covered by that Chi armor and the Chima basic armor to have that Chi crystal there. It's a cool feature and all, but I would have loved to have gotten one with just the shoulder pads and no torso piece so you can actually see their design. And actually in the show, I don't believe Lavertus actually ever wore armor in this outfit, so he's more accurate like this. Unfortunately, the entire wave with both of the sets he was included in, he only got this head with, well, I guess he was included in 3 as Shadow Wind as well. But he only got this headpiece, which is kind of a stern headpiece, which I don't love, because he was always kind of a fun guy and kind of kooky. So I wish we had gotten just a little bit of a better expression, maybe 2 expressions or something. We've definitely gotten that with other characters. I just wish we got that here for him for sure. I do want to talk about his weapons because they are fantastic. I love how they were in the show, and they did that perfectly here. I love the torso design as well, kind of outlandish for sure. You've got that basic kind of lion armor beneath with some, maybe a cape thrown over, or you can see some chains there, and just extra stuff kind of added on as he needed, or kind of thrown together because he can't get the greatest clothes anymore because he's stuck alone in the Outlands. you can see more of that detail around the back. So definitely love this figure. This one's for sure one of my favorite Outland figures that we've gotten. And hopefully he returns in Ninjago, because he is definitely one of my favorite Legends of Chima minifigures and characters of all time. Then moving on to Scudder, he's making this a little bit difficult, but you can see he is a multi-legged, six to be precise, little scorpion guy. He's got the torso stuck on some studs there. He's got those legs all hanging down. You can see those right there. And then he's got this large tail around the back with some spines on it. Now we're just going to take a look at this figure on his own. Unfortunately, this was one of three, well, rather two of our actual, I guess, kind of army buildable little scorpion guys. Yet this one doesn't even have legs. I know he was a general in the show, but I wish he had legs so you could sit him down on it and then take him off and make him a basic warrior. Because the other army buildable figure was only included in one set, and it was kind of hard to find because it was actually really popular. And this figure is pretty darn cool. I really do like the gunmetal gray on him, and I wish we had legs to go along with it. You can see he's got a silver chest plate right there with he's got some nice abs there, and then some gunmetal gray arms. And then, of course, like all of the other scorpions, they all share the same face there. So it's kind of just a basic scorpion face. And then with this very unique, I don't even know, is it tri-molded? No, it's dual molded. And then this black is printed up on the top, and it's got some nice detail in this. I love these helmets for sure for these guys. So yeah, a great figure. I'm really happy with this selection. Maybe I could have wished for another one or two, but I don't mind this whatsoever. This was not a bad figure selection whatsoever. So definitely a great group of characters to go ahead and battle for the Chi. So now let's get on to my final thoughts on this set as a whole. So what are my overall thoughts on this set as a whole? I'll tell you, I am very nostalgic for this set. I got this one for my birthday, and I remember being so excited to get this. I loved Lavertus as a character. I loved this set and getting the scorpion in it, as well as just the function in this was so cool to me. I am very nostalgic for this. I am so happy to have it back in my collection. And I don't know. I don't really rate things like out of 10. I think I should start. But I think this one would be a solid 8 out of 10 looking back. I mean, that includes nostalgia. Maybe it wasn't the greatest set. You know, the function wasn't, I mean, actually, the function was really cool, but it was kind of slim and not the greatest build ever. However, looking back on it, I loved this thing, and just nostalgia wins. So, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget that Jesus loves you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.